Hey you guys, welcome back to another video. We are going to be doing this like Y2K set. That's the vibes it was giving me, so that's what I went ahead and titled this video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. So starting off, I'm just gonna go ahead and prep the nails. Now I was actually giving my wife a manicure before actually doing the set on her, because obviously we were going to do the pop off method because she is not keeping no nails on. So I'm just going ahead and I'm taking this needle bit. That's what I call it. I'm not sure what the proper term for this bit is. However, I do have it linked in my Amazon storefront. If you are looking to purchase a bit like this is what I use to clean my cuticles up with. It works perfectly. I use it in forward motion and reverse, just to get all of the dead skin off of the nail plate, and it lifts up everything that you need to go ahead and either use a cuticle ball afterwards to buff away the dead skin that is sticking up, or you can use cuticle nippers to clip it away. So that is what we're doing right here. So I actually have so many PR packages. One of them will be shown in this video today, but I've had so many PR packages come in just from different companies, but I have not been able to get to it the last 2 weeks because I caught COVID, y'all. Like, I caught COVID. It is really going around. I've never had COVID before. So this was my first time at least knowing that I had it, because I tested about 2 days into feeling sick. I tested to see if I had it. It was negative, and then I tested again about 3 days later and it popped positive. So my symptoms, you guys, were like, I was very, very lightheaded. I was getting hot. I was having like cold sweats. I completely lost my taste for food and smell. That was gone for about 3 or 4 days in total. That sucked. Like, y'all, I love to eat. I don't know if y'all know, but I love to eat. So I was scared. I was looking up so many videos, so many stories about people who lost their taste for 2 years or more, or just never got it back fully, or it came back and it wasn't the same. So I was terrified, y'all, but I got my taste back. And yeah, I'm feeling good. The only thing I do still have is like a little cough here and there. But yeah, I never went to the doctor. I actually just took some of these little shooters that have like, that are jam packed with like vitamin C, zinc, just a whole bunch of probiotics, etc., etc. My wife went ahead and got me some of those, and I just rested. Honestly, when you're sick like that, you just need sleep. So I slept for about 2 days, and those 2 days that I actually slept, instead of like getting up and doing stuff, made me feel tons better. So highly recommend, if you do catch COVID, just go ahead and rest to get it out your system. And also, I think now Patient First has I don't know if you have a Patient First in your area, or the ER. I think they have meds now that they're giving people with COVID, but I don't do extra medicine if I don't have to, like from the doctor, because, you know, big pharma, I don't play with them. So yeah. But anyway, we're going ahead and we're picking out some foils. I told her to go ahead and choose which one she wanted, which one I would let her at least get the choice in that. So my favorite was actually the one that she picked, and also the other one that I pointed to that kind of looked like a brick pattern. So she did end up picking one that I liked, and I was super happy. I had no idea what I was going to do with it though, but I know I wanted to use foils. So I'm using the McCart nail foil glue, and this stuff works bomb. Like, if you do not have this in your collection, you have to get it. There is no other foil glue that I will recommend to you other than McCart's foil glue. And yeah, pretty much everything that I'm using in this video today you can find on Amazon. I link everything in my Amazon storefront, so most of the time, if you are wondering where some products are, I would always go ahead in my description box and check my Amazon storefront first, because that's usually where everything will be listed from my videos. Now I do go ahead and put the foil glue on, and then I go ahead and cure it for about 20 to 30 seconds. I usually don't even do a full 30, maybe like 25, and then I will take it off, but it is recommended to cure it for 30 seconds and then go ahead and put the foil on and rub it, press it down into the foil, and then go ahead and remove it. And I was getting pretty clean swipes, just taking it off. Oh, I shouldn't say swipes. I was getting pretty clean pulls. Once I lifted up the foil, everything stayed in place where it was supposed to be. So I really had no issues. I really stand behind this foil glue. It's the only one that has worked for me so perfectly and flawlessly, without too much effort. So highly recommend again. If you do see that a part when you're lifting it is not staying on the nail, just go ahead and put it back down and rub it again, and it should completely come off clean. So this is how it looked. It had a girl on it. It just had like a lot of neat little designs and faces on the foils, but unfortunately I did cover up the face with some acrylic, which I was so mad about. But anyway, we're gonna get into the star of the show. Well, I really wouldn't call it the star because y'all are gonna see how these perform. So Saviland did send me over some acrylic brushes, size 8, 10, and 14. I did go ahead and take the 10 and 14 out of the packaging because I wanted to see just how big they were and how the body of them were. I did go ahead and crimp them as well. And they also sent me over some acrylic liquid, which is the monomer. On the packaging, you will see that it did not say EMA. So I'm guessing that it was MMA from the way that it performed. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about in 1 second though. So as you know, anything that I receive, whether it's free, whether I'm getting paid to do the video or whatever the case may be, I will always 100% give my honest review. So this was sent to me obviously for free, and they wanted me to just go ahead and try the products. This was actually my first time trying Saviland's monomer. I'm sorry, I was about to say acrylic. This is my first time trying their monomer and also my first time trying their acrylic brush. So my first impressions of their monomer was the smell was crazy. I could tell from the smell that it was MMA, which you are not supposed to use. And if it isn't MMA, I could be wrong because I did not soak these off to know for 100% sure fact if it is in fact MMA, but my biggest guess is that it is MMA just from how it was drying and the smell. I can usually tell by the smell of a monomer whether or not it is MMA or EMA, and the smell was very distinct. It smelled like a nail shop, and usually when it smells like a nail shop, it's MMA. Like if you know how MMA smells and you know how EMA smells. It does have a slight difference in smell, and MMA is usually a lot stronger than EMA. However, monomer is monomer, so we did go ahead and use it. Now MMA is illegal because of how strong it is, and it could possibly damage the nail and cause breakouts, etc., so much more. So it is illegal. You're not supposed to use it on clients. You can use it on yourself to practice, but you're not supposed to use it on clients or anyone that you are providing services to. You are supposed to use EMA, which is a safer monomer to use, especially when dealing with the skin and nails. So I did leave all of this application in real time because I wanted you all to see how it was performing. And I will say that As soon as I picked up my beads, I'm using Kayla by 876. This is that pretty pink. Almost like a hint of purple in the pink, but really dark pink, really beautiful. But I do have a code for that acrylic powder if you are looking for one. It is N2H, and again, that's 876 nails. So that's all linked in the description box as well. But anyway, as you can see, do you see how that bead went down? As soon as I picked it up, it was dry. And I was like, why are my beads drying so fast? I'm using the same amount of liquid, the same amount of powder that I usually do with the 876 monomer, which is what I usually use in my videos. And also the brush was not doing it for me. The brush was very flimsy, like the body of the brush was very flimsy as well. So I am gonna go ahead and switch out to the 876 monomer because I want to see if my beads were gonna dry as fast with this monomer as well, using the same brush and using the same acrylic powder. I wanted to see if it was the monomer actually making my acrylic dry so fast before I could even lay it on the nail. And long and behold, it was. Even you can see the difference in the polymerization. How it polymerized on my brush was instant, versus when I was using the Saviland monomer, it did not fully polymerize on my brush. I had to tap it, and once I did tap it, some of it still was not completely, the bead was still not completely wet. So that was one thing, and also it just dried on my brush like instantly. I didn't have time to work with it. I didn't have time to work with the acrylic, and I know it's not the acrylic because I use this brand acrylic all the time. So I figured that it was the monomer, and in fact it was. So Saviland, I am so sorry to say that I do not recommend that monomer. It is not beginner friendly, and I just feel like it dries entirely too fast. If you are someone who likes to work a little faster, and you are an advanced tech, then by all means go ahead and try it out for yourself, but it was just not doing it for me. As far as the brush is concerned, I didn't really care for the brush either, just because it is not a crimp brush, and I like my brushes to be crimped and flat. This is more of a pointed oval shaped brush, which I do not like. Even after crimping it, it did not flatten out to how I wanted it to be. And also the brush is just very long. I feel like it's more long than wide, so it doesn't give me too much coverage. Granted, I was using a size 10, I believe, but then I switched to a size 14 just to see if there was any difference. And also, you will see in the video that I'm going to show in a second, there was tons of amount of acrylic in my brush, like stuck in my brush right here. So I did just go ahead and put that brush to the side because it was not doing it for me. And those are not real Kolinsky hairs, so I will not be recommending the brush either to you all by Saviland. The only thing that I will recommend from Saviland is their acrylic powders, which are pretty beginner friendly. They're not the best acrylic powders, however they are workable and you can manage them, and also they are very inexpensive. And I feel like Saviland is a great brand to start off for beginner acrylics if you just want a wide variety of ranges and colors, because they give you these kits that have like maybe 24 to 36 different colors that you can just go through and just work with all of them. And they're tiny containers that they give it to you in, but they're very inexpensive. And that is what I started off with. I started off with Saviland and Young Nails acrylic powders, and they did help a little bit. I will not say that they are going to advance you anywhere as far as getting faster, because they are slow drying acrylics. However, if you are just starting out, I would recommend starting off with some Saviland just to get the feel of acrylics, and then work your way up to better brands. So there was a brand that sent me some acrylic powders months ago, maybe like 2 months ago, and she reached out to me on Instagram. You know that I always tell people that I am willing to support your brand and demo your brand on my channel. However, just be mindful that I am always going to give my honest opinions. So when I got it, I did not do it right away. However, Bree Creations can help me out with this. If you're watching this video, hey girl, she actually I think she worked with the brand as well, and she's the one who told me, if I'm not mistaken, I think that she's the one who told me that she had closed down her site. So when she closed down her site, I didn't want to demo the acrylic powders because I just didn't feel like that was appropriate to show you all acrylic powders where you couldn't even purchase them. However, I just say all that to say I cannot remember the name of the brand, but she did send over some clear acrylic, and that is what I was using on that last finger that you all saw me do. It is called Angel. Again, I will link her Instagram if she still has one. I heard that she took it down, but if I do find anything or get the name of that brand again, I will list it in the description box so you all can go check them out. I don't have a code for her at all, but again, like I said, I don't even know if she is selling acrylics anymore or what the case is. I have not checked into it. I just know that she closed her site down for acrylics and maybe was rebranding or something. I'm really not sure. I will have to double check into that, but I did want to mention that I am using that acrylic for the clear acrylic. However, I do plan on switching back to Mia's Secret clear acrylic because I just feel like that's the go-to for clear acrylic, and it's very easily accessible. So that is what I'm going to be using from here on out, most likely. But right here, I again slowed this down and left this in real time. Y'all know I like to leave the application in real time just so you all can see just how my application is, which wasn't all that great this video for whatever reason. I think because we were watching Equalizer, y'all, so we're going to see the new Equalizer. Y'all know Equalizer 3 came out, so last night when I was doing her nails, we were watching movies, and y'all know I cannot focus when I'm doing other stuff. So plus I knew that, first of all, I wasn't getting paid for these nails, and these were just practice, play around. We just wanted to do a set. Well, I just wanted to do a set for you all because I have not been on YouTube, and I'm getting back into the swing of things, and I have some more videos coming up for real this time, because I do have a lot of unboxings to do. So we do have a brand that sent me some PR, which I was like, what the hell? Like, y'all are sending me PR? Why? Like, not why, but like, what did I do to deserve this? So super excited about that. That should be the next video that I put out because I want to do a set with the acrylic powders that they sent over and use some of the other things that they sent over, which I'm super excited about because I actually seen on their site that they had these new, I don't want to say what they are because then that's going to give it away, but they have these new things that you can like wash your hands with and stuff. So if you know what brand I'm talking about, go ahead and drop the comment below. Let me know what brand you think reached out to me and sent me over some PR. I've already said it on my Instagram, but if you didn't see the story, then you wouldn't know. So y'all let me know down below, what brand do you think reached out to me and sent me some PR? Like, it's a big brand, you guys. So anyway, yeah, I'm just showing you all this application, and then we're gonna move on into the designs. So as you can see, everything was laying really nicely once I switched my monomer out, and I also, if you notice, I switched that brush out. So I just could not get with the brush, I could not get with the monomer. So again, sorry Saviland, it was just not for me. I will stick to your acrylics because your acrylics are decent and I do like them, and they are very beginner friendly. However, the acrylic brush is not 100% Kolinsky hairs, so everything was getting stuck in the brush and it just was not working for me. It was not flat enough either. I don't like an oval shaped brush. I like my brushes to be crimped and flat. And also the monomer was not what I am used to or what I am used to working with, so I definitely had to switch that out as well because I do not want my acrylic to dry quickly on me. So we are now using the Pana size 12 brush, Mahogany, from Amazon. This is also linked in my Amazon storefront. This is, I believe, the first or second brush that I ever started out with. I'm pretty sure this is like the first brush that I ever had, and this is my second one into my nail career. I love these brushes. They are ride or dies. Like, they last for a really, really long time. I've ordered a new brush, which I will be unboxing from a really big company as well. Another really big company. Y'all probably know what brush I ordered. I've been saying I wanted it for the longest time. They actually released a new brush, so I did get the new one, and I'll be unboxing that in a video once it comes. I just ordered it, I think 2 days ago, so it won't be here for a few days, but once it does come in, I will be unboxing it and testing it out and seeing if it really lives up to the hype, because y'all hype that brand's brushes, acrylic brushes, up. So hopefully it lives up to the hype, you guys. Sorry I sound so stuffed up, because I am. Like I said, I'm still getting over this COVID, so it still kind of feels like I have a cold. So if you are wondering why this whole video I sound like I'm sick, it's because I still am a little bit, but I feel a lot better. But anyway, this is about how long it takes me to do my application. I'm really slow, especially when I'm doing other stuff or talking with the client, or we're watching a movie or a show on Netflix, which is usually the case because I have a TV in my nail room, obviously, and they always pick what they want to watch, and usually it's some good shows that they pick. So this is about how long it takes me to do applications. Sometimes I'm a little quicker than this, but I don't know, y'all know I'm just getting back into the swing of things, and I really have not been doing nails as often as I should. So I don't know, I just feel like for some reason this set was a little off to me. Like, even my when I did my cuticle filing, I like over filed a little bit in the cuticle area, so you will see that on camera at the end. However, they still came out nice, so I still wanted to post them, but I did notice that, and I was like, what was I doing? Like, I never do that. So yeah, anyway, when you are placing down the acrylic in the cuticle area, I always recommend that you add a little extra just in case that does happen. So that is why you saw me put so many beads in the cuticle area on that last nail, because I did just want to make sure that I would not overfile it, even though I still did, but usually that will prevent from overfiling in that area. I had actually planned to use Bubble Pink by 876 Nails. However, I I don't have a lot left of it, so I do need, girl, if you're watching this, Chelsea, if you're watching this, can you please send me some more monomer and some bubble pink acrylic powder, because that is my go-to. Like when I lied to you not, everybody, when they come in, I pull out all my pinks, and all of my pinks are either Valentino or V Beauty Pure, I should say, or 876. Those are the only pinks that I recommend to people because they are very neutral pinks, and I just have a wide variety of pinks from them. And I lied to you not, it's always between either Prettiest Pink by V Beauty Pure or Bubble Pink by 876. And we always end up going with Bubble Pink. Bubble Pink is just like a super nudie bubble pink. Like, I don't know, it's just so pretty. It's really pretty, and it goes with every skin tone. So if you don't buy any other pink, like if you're just looking for a pink that you can use on everybody, or a really nice base color that you can do almost any design and that will pair with any color, I highly recommend getting 876 Bubble Pink. It's so pretty. I'm pretty sure she still sells it. I don't see why she would have discontinued that, but I'm pretty sure she still sells it. Get the 2 ounce, get a couple ounces, get a couple bottles, because you are gonna run out. Like, everybody's gonna ask you for that color. As far as V Beauty Pure is concerned, I will say that a lot of people, to my surprise, actually go with Prettiest Pink. And that's a really pretty color. I know Bad and Bougie is like their top seller. However, I don't really get too many people that ask for that one. I get a lot of people who ask for Prettiest Pink, which is more of a like paler pink. So that's probably why, because even Bubble Pink by 876 is more of a pale, I won't say pale. That's more of like a bright bubble pink. Like, I don't know how else to describe it, like almost like bubblegum, but it's super pretty. Both of those are really pretty. And if you are looking for anything from V Beauty Pure, I would definitely say go ahead and get Bad and Bougie and Prettiest Pink. Those are really pretty colors, and I do use those often. So y'all know V Beauty Pure rebranded, and they no longer go by Valentino. And I feel like that was a good move, because did y'all ever like think in your head, like, why are so many brands named Valentino? I think Valentino, well, I know Valentino has a perfume, and I don't think those brands at all are affiliated in any way. So I was just wondering, like, who came up with the name first? I didn't feel like a nail brand should be named after like a luxury perfume, or is Valentino like clothing too? I don't know, you guys. Y'all have to put me on the speed, because I really don't know. I do know that they have perfumes, and I know a lot of people will probably get that confused when they're searching it. So I do know that Valentino used to have like Valentino Beauty Pure, and that's what made it the nail brand. But I think switching to V Beauty Pure was a little better route, as far as like when people go to look them up. It's just easier. It's not getting anything mixed up, and people are not second guessing whether or not it's with the fragrance brand or whatever the case may be, because that's what I thought initially. I was like, I wonder if they're like affiliated in any way. Like, I really didn't know. So I'm wondering if that's why they changed the name of the brand to V Beauty Pure instead of Valentino Beauty Pure. I don't know, but it was just a something that I noticed, and it was very a smooth transition that they made. So I don't know if a lot of other people noticed, but they are now going by V Beauty Pure instead of Valentino. So, fun fact, I got these files off of, did I get them off of Shein or Temu? I don't know, but you know, Shein and Temu are the same thing. And I'm pretty sure I got these files off of, I really want to say Shein, but was it Shein? I think it was Shein. Yeah, I don't know for sure, but I know both of them. I know Temu and Shein have 80/80 grit files, and y'all, they work bomb like Panahoo. They were really, really nice. Like, they work just how they should. Gave me a really, really crisp shape. Crisp. Crisp. They gave me a really crisp shape. So yeah, highly recommend. They do say that they're washable, but I'm not washing no files, y'all. Like, I'm just not doing that. Throw them away. I think they were only like $2 for a pack of like 6 or something. So that's a steal. Like, that is definitely a steal. Go ahead and get you some 80/80 grit files off of Shein and Temu. They have them. If it is your first time purchasing from Temu, I do have a code in the description box down below. If you want to go ahead and purchase and get some money off, you will save 30% on your entire purchase, which is a big chunk of change, and it's already discounted as hell. So yeah, if it is your first time purchasing from Temu, highly recommend going up there and stocking up on some nail supplies or whatever the case may be. They even have perfumes. I did do a luxury fragrance perfume video. I will link that above right here if you all want to go check that out. I know it's not nail related, however, the girls went crazy over it, and I plan to do another video like that soon, very, very soon. I have some new fragrances that I have actually bought. Y'all know I'm a fragrance girl. Like I love perfumes. Like, I'm really addicted to perfumes, y'all. Like, I could really, every time I go out, I buy a perfume. It's bad. Like, every time I go look for something at Ross or TJ Maxx or wherever the case may be, I buy a perfume. I just love perfume. So definitely keeping y'all on game of what are dupes and what are not dupes as far as Temu is concerned, because they have tons of dupes for perfumes that are very, very affordable, and they smell just like the original ones. Now, do they last as long? Y'all gonna have to go check that video out. but they definitely imitate the scents of the original perfume, so go check that video out. Okay, so I did come outside for a minute because my wife is like cleaning the inside of the house and she's making a whole bunch of ruckus. So if you hear planes or cars passing by, that's why I'm outside right now doing this voiceover. But I wanted to say we are now getting into the nail art portion, and this is the fun part, you guys. It was super easy. This was definitely a freestyle, so I just went off the top of my head, whatever came to mind, colors and whatnot. So I did go ahead and do a Frenchie with the white by V Beauty Pure, which is really, really good. I compare this one to the Madam Glam Perfect White, which is my favorite. So if you are looking for, wait, is Madam Glam Perfect White? Yeah, Perfect Black and Perfect, I think Perfect Black and Perfect White are by Madam Glam. Those are my favorite whites and blacks to use, but this one is also at the top of the list for whites that I would recommend. It is really, really nice. They're very, very similar, so either one will do. I don't have a code for V Beauty Pure, but I do have a code for Madam Glam in my description box if you want to go purchase from them and save a little bit of coins. Now, honestly, if we were keeping this set like kind of simple and just like elegant with a little bit of, you know, like retro look or a little bit of flair, then I honestly would have just kept it just like this and top coated all the nails and maybe put a little bit of rhinestones on it. But I wanted it to be more Y2K themed, especially with like the little graffiti foils that we have going on. So I did go ahead and add some color to it. I pulled the colors from the stones. I pulled the colors in the stones from the nails that had the foils on them. They had a little bit of green, a little bit of blue, orange. So I just went off of that, and that's what you're gonna see me do on the ring finger in a second. Oh, before we even get to the ring finger, so I've been seeing this like trendy artwork going around, which is like super easy to do. It's literally like blobs of ink. That's what it looks like, or just blobs of of gel polish. Like, you're just gonna place it on the nail, and it just kind of makes it look like it's either, you know, big globs or big drips of nail polish. So that is what I did on this nail. If I can find a picture from Instagram or something where people are doing sets like that, it is a trending little nail art design that I've been seeing around, so I did decide to go ahead and put it on there, and it came out really cute. I thought it went really, really well with the nails. So I wanted these nails to be real edgy, so I did go ahead and find some chains in my big storage box full of nail art that I don't use. And I did go ahead and put some charm glue on the nail first, and then I went ahead and put the chain on and clipped it off with some scissors, and then I went ahead and cured it. I did not get the first nail on camera, so I did film the pinky doing that. So now we're going to be switching over to some Beetles rhinestone glue. Now, if you have Macart rhinestone glue, I would suggest using that instead, but this is a good dupe for it. They both work really, really well. I haven't had any issues with anybody complaining that the stones came off or anything like that using this rhinestone glue. Of course, these were popped off at the end of this video, so we didn't get to test it out, but like I said, I've used this on clients before, and I've never had any complaints of their stones coming off. So I would say it's a dupe for the Macart rhinestone glue. So initially, I was just going to put crystal stones all over the nail. However, I was like, do I want it to be elegant and edgy, or do I want it to completely be like a Y2K theme nails? So I went ahead and I put I switched the crystal stones out for some colored stones, and they were so cute, and they're like fluorescent rhinestones that I have, and they come out really, really cute. So I did go ahead and I subbed those out for the crystal ones, and I thought the look came out super nice. So that is what you're gonna see me do here. So I'll just let you guys sit through this portion of the video until I get to the thumb, and then I'll pop back in. So this one crystal stone right here, I had to come back and do this voiceover again, because this one crystal stone right here is actually a craft one that is supposed to be sewn onto clothing. So it did have holes in the top and the bottom of that crystal, the bigger one. So I did go ahead and put some tiny crystals. They were like this purple, this darker purple crystal, and I put those on the top and the bottom of that big crystal rhinestone that you see at the bottom of this nail, just to cover up the holes. But that is what you saw me putting on top of the crystal, if you were wondering, because I know it's not zoomed in. And then I also added some of those same colored crystals to the top of that Frenchie. So I did go back to this nail and I wanted to add some color. Since it was the only nail now without color, I felt like it was needed or it would just be out of place. So I did go back and just outline it with green because that is what I want. That's the color that I wanted to pop the most. So I did go back and outline the white with green, and then when we get to the thumb, I am going to add a little more color to that one, and then that will be it for the design. So I would just let you all see how I outlined this. It was kind of tricky actually. I don't know if it was because the base of that nail was already top coated and the gel polish just kept spreading, so I had to like clean it up and make sure that it was neat before I went ahead and cured it. Now you can top coat it again after you do this part if you are adding any design because you want to seal it in. However, I did not do that just because these were not going to be staying on her nails. But if this was a client, I would have gone back in after I cured this green line and I would have top coated it again. So I almost forgot to film this nail, you guys, but I did catch it and I started recording. So I am going to do the same exact thing that I did on the middle finger, except for it is not going to have a Frenchie, and in the middle of these I'm going to be putting some of those stars that you always see people use. They're really cute, and I'm also going to be putting a couple of the rhinestones. Now these rhinestones I got from Hobby Lobby. Some of them are Preciosa, I believe that's how you pronounce it, and the other ones are by a brand called Bead and Treasure, I think it's called. I will link that video that I had from Hobby Lobby where I got all of the stones and stuff from, because they are very high quality stones, you guys. Like if you ever see Blue Street crystals on Instagram, Preciosa, they actually sell those. So if you are looking some very affordable crystals to use and you're tired of like the ones from Amazon that are kind of dull, I would highly recommend getting some Preciosa ones, which you can find at Hobby Lobby. I am topping everything off with the Kiara Sky top coat. This is the No White top coat. I actually got this in a mystery box last year around Christmas time. I cannot wait for the mystery boxes this year, y'all. Are y'all sending me y'all coins? Because I know I am. I'm ready. Like I am prepared this year for all of the mystery boxes. So I would highly suggest, if you are looking to buy these mystery boxes from these high-end brands, save your coins now because they start in November, right? I think they start in November. So anyways, I'm just going ahead and finishing all the nails off with this top coat. I really do like this top coat. I'm glad that I got to try it out through a mystery box because I will be reordering it once it runs out. And yeah, you guys, this is everything that went into the nails. That was it. This set came out really cute. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see y'all in the next one. I love y'all so much. Bye.